Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the Courtney Fadlin album release event. We are live. We are live tonight. Please reach out to someone and let them know that we're on so they can tune in, share the link, and share the link, and share the link, and keep sharing that link until we have, I want to have like 20 million people in here tonight. I wanna bust the internet tonight, guys. So I want to bring on the there's some important people backstage so far. And actually the music you're hearing right now is Courtney Fadlin, Sonrisa. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So we want to welcome you all, and start, typing in the chat, saying good night and all that good stuff. We want to know who's here and all that good stuff. All right, let me let's work it out over here and get it kind of quiet, and then we will do something like this. Ta-da! Welcome tonight, gentlemen. Welcome. We have Courtney Fadlin. We
Yes,
have
sir.
okay, let me see here. You guys hear me okay?
Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
we can hear you.
Loud and clear. All right. We have another brother coming in here, Brother Leighton. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Deacon Kennedy.
Party has
Deacon.
started.
Yeah.
Deacon, yeah,
Deacon.
bring out champagne, and but that's the virgin champagne, by the way. We're not doing anything too strong tonight. Some of you may have to drive after this. We don't want you to get pulled over. We're still getting killed by other people, so don't give them a reason to take you out. But how you guys doing tonight?
Alive and well, sir. Alive and well.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I am
I'm good.
excited.
Blessed and
Let me
busy.
see. Well, okay, so we even have somebody saying something in the comments here. The Saxy
Hey,
Girl Barb.
hey, what's up,
All
Barbara?
right. So
Spread
shout
the
out to
love,
Barb.
Barbara. Spread the love. Tell some people,
Yeah.
come on. Let's have a
Come
chat.
on, people, start bubbling up in the chat there. I see 9 viewers so far, and I know
You
that's
mean
not.
9 or you mean 900?
Let's go with let's let's go with somewhere around there.
All right.
So we'll see the numbers go up. But I want to welcome everyone, and I want to welcome who's on board right now. And I know we have some other folks that's going to come in later on. Before wait, it went down to, it went down to 9 and then went back to 8. No, it went to 8. Then, okay. So, guys, we need to do better than that. We all need to start getting excited. Oh, look who's saying hello, guys. This is a name that we
Hey,
know, Brother Clyde Birmingham.
hey, what's up,
Long time
Kiko?
no see. Long time no see.
Comment ça va?
Good. Mary says,
Hey,
hallelujah.
cousin
Oh,
Mary.
we got some people up in let me keep it clean, but we got some people up in here. Sax girl is saying hello. All right, good, 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 good. People are commenting. All right. Kill it, Courtney. This
Hey,
is
what's
Brother
up, Lee?
Campbell. All right. Courtney, we might need to put your Cash App in the thing somewhere down there so folks can start donating too, right?
Put it up, man.
you guys, y'all get a little more live on this one.
Oh,
Get, yeah,
sorry.
get more live
You
on
yeah,
this
put my Cash App up as well. All right, this
one. Okay,
no,
so
it's
no,
not
tonight
both.
is your night. Don't try that, Leighton. Don't try that. Tonight is not your night. Hi, Cuzzo, how you doing? This Mary is my family. Welcome to Mary says. All right, who else we got here? Sax Girl says respect. All right, all right, all right. So Julian says, what up, cuz? All right, all
Hey,
right.
what's up, Julian?
So Fadlin, you see you're feeling the love. The love is coming in. So while people are warming up and while I'm trying to get, so what happened is that StreamYard has really updated the back office. There's like so many new toys in the back here. I'm like trying to really get my act together. So while we're doing that, Mark said he wasn't. He has his time is a little bit tight, so he's here, but he may have to jump at some point. So we want to give Mark a quick moment to talk about how he feels about the record and make sure you congratulate Courtney somewhere in there. And what was your experience like bending Courtney's ear to record properly? Let's hear how that experience.
Well, Sam, you're dating yourself by you calling it a record. We haven't thought of doing a vinyl print on it as yet, but if somebody wants a vinyl print, I'm sure we can figure something out for them.
Yes, you know you're right. You're right.
But this project was great. This project was great. We worked with a wide variety of persons from across the world. Um, Courtney had recordings done in multiple parts of the world, in quite a few different continents as well. He had persons doing live recordings and then sending back and us putting it together. And it was a pleasure to work on. Yes, there were some challenging moments, like any project would be. There are some redos where we're like, okay, that didn't quite sound the way we wanted it to sound, so we went back into the studio and redid things. Hey, Alex.
Hey,
Uh,
bro.
so
Hi,
it was,
guys.
but it was fun. It
Hi.
was a very fun project. We did a lot of things. We got to a point where we said, you know what, the project has to go out the door. We had to stop tweaking. I'm like, okay, the project has to go out the door. But congrats to Courtney, man. This was a project well done.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks for coming on
All
board.
right, and what was it like? Because you were involved on the mixing side of things. So what was it like? Just being a part of this in terms of the mixing and the painstaking challenges you faced, and you almost wanted to throw it out the window, but you stayed and kept it. You didn't delete anything, and kept it going. What was that like for you?
Well, I'm not gonna promise anybody I didn't delete anything, but definitely painstaking process. Lots of late nights, early mornings. Alex and I would be messaging each other at 2 o'clock in the morning, bouncing ideas off each other for some ideas for some of the mixing parts of it. Um, some of the arrangements we made, like, okay, can we change this? What do you think? And Courtney would come on board, and Courtney would be sending messages to Leighton at odd hours in the morning. His phone would be beeping and buzzing, and we'll come together and try to figure things out. So yes, it was long. There were some long hours, just some very long hours. Some songs took longer than others.
Hmm.
Some songs were a lot more involved than others. Spread Love was one of those songs that was one of those songs where I was
Yes.
like, all right, yeah, that didn't quite sound the way we wanted it. Courtney didn't quite like the sound that we may have thought of as well, and we was back to the drawing board with some things. But the project at the end of the day, I think, is reflects the hard work that everyone put into it.
All right. Well, the objective here is that you started and you finished. And I think a lot of people put it this way, their albums that were started in the 80s, and I'm still waiting on those records. I don't know if those records would ever come out. So the fact that you could start and complete, man, kudos, blessings. The work is in the mix. And with all the technology we have now, people could mix their own stuff for themselves and listen to it the way that they want to know. Get the Donda player or the which where was it? The is it Ghostface Killer? That he's the new one now for the Donda player. You guys familiar with that? The Donda player? You're oh, okay, all right. Well, let's forget about that. But anyway, with a lot of tech things we have going on, we can run out now. By the way, everyone who is listening, you guys saw an interview that I did with Courtney about a week ago. Some of you've been messaging Courtney and telling him how great the interview was. Some of you messaged me and told me how great the interview was. We need you guys to start getting into the habit of commenting, whether it's on Facebook, put some comments in there, and we need comments on the YouTube page. So if you didn't comment yet, I mean, yes, still tell us that you like the interview. Now, don't stop that, but at least comment on go to Fadlin's YouTube page. The interview is there. Put your comments over there and put your comments on the Facebook side of things. So we can really build a vibe. So, however, I know we have Brother Alex on, and Brother Alex, the floor is yours. Say good night and all that good stuff.
Well, I just want to say good night to everyone, especially to the crew, Leighton, Sir Dr. Mark, and my good friend Courtney Fadlin. What an awesome journey it has been thus far. So I just giving God thanks. Really, it's been a great journey. Great, 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 great journey. That's
Amen.
all I
Amen.
would say. That's all I would say.
So let me ask you something. Were you pulling your hair out during the process?
No. No.
You pull your
Everything
beard or
just
anything?
everything was just flowing. Flowing, flowing, flowing. So
You
I'm happy
know,
for that.
everything fall into place.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's right. Everything will fall into place.
It was
Yeah,
it was
That's
man.
that's
quite a journey, boy. It was quite a
It
journey.
was
it's a
a
journey.
was a great journey. Yeah, man.
It's
Great
quite a
journey.
journey, man.
So
And
Fadlin, this is the album you should have called The Journey.
quite a journey. Look at the bit.
People, why you're still commenting? We need more comments. Fellas, all I need to tell all your fan
Hey,
base.
I'm here. Hey, what's up,
Oh, this
Holland?
is
What's
for
up?
me.
Is it?
Thank you, Alan. How you doing?
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Fadlin. You were saying something.
Yeah, I'm just want to encourage persons to just share. We're live on Facebook. We on Instagram. No, I
It's a
don't know
book.
where we are. I don't know. Whatever
Okay.
you tell them.
We on LinkedIn.
Okay.
We on Facebook. We on YouTube, and we on Twitter.
Okay. Okay.
And somewhere we might end up on IG. I don't know when that will happen, um,
Okay.
but we're in the mix. We're out there.
Okay.
The
So,
people are
guys,
seeing us.
one of the things I wanted, because over the years we had our online concerts, and we keep asking people every time to like and subscribe. Whenever you're watching vlogs and stuff, persons will say, please like and subscribe. It's important. So I'm still struggling to reach a thousand subscribers on my YouTube
Yes,
channel.
yes.
So people, please help me get to that 1,000 tonight. And I'll give you an example. I was in Guyana last week, and one of my musicians, I remember at the first rehearsal, I said, yo, Mark, your subscribers yet? And he said, yeah, man, I'm going to do it. The next night, Mark, you subscriber yet? I said, take out your phone, Jack. Give me your phone. So, and I've sent him this thing numerous of times, and the homeboy did not, the other musicians, the soldiers and stuff, right away persons went online and subscribed. But I think YouTube is also doing, they're doing some kind of tricks, because my numbers ain't moving. I have seen people subscribe and it's still at 970 something. They're
According
robbing me some some
to
some
that
some
character
numbers.
in Lord of the Rings, they're very tricksy.
Oh,
They're
Trixie.
tricksy, tricksy. But who was that character in Lord of the Rings?
I don't know. I never watched the movie.
Okay. There's a tough crowd tonight. Jeez. Good night, Barbara, and thank you, Holland, for tuning in. Claudia, I hope you guys are sharing well, guys. It's showing me here we're up to 19 people, so we're doing good. We
We're up to
just
how
was
many?
19, 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's progress. It's better than
Yeah.
5-2, or
Yes.
the one, you know. So we have Leighton on. Brother Leighton, I know you've been really burning up to talk to us. Share something about your experience with us tonight on the project.
I'm just going to do this. I'm going to first reiterate what Courtney has said. So while you guys are watching this, I want you to pick up your phone or your computer, like and subscribe. Really, this is an amazing musician who's been doing this for years, and you guys have talked about how you love what he does and the ministry he brings. Just pause a moment, just like and subscribe. We're going to get those numbers up. 1,000 tonight, more past 1,000. We're going to surpass. If we could do 2,000 tonight, then we do that. But Courtney, we got to get him out there. He's a amazing musician. Many people have heard, and there are many more people who need to hear him because what he's doing, he's spreading with this album. He's spreading a pretty powerful message. This one is about spread love, and I really recognize it. It wasn't just the playing, but Courtney also is a guy who likes to send out positive messages and spread love to other people. Because in our conversations, and you guys can also probably speak to this. He'll say, "Man, there's too much negativity in the world. There's too much negativity with people, either at church or out on the street, and people having attitudes." And he's like, "Man, just smile. It doesn't have to be this way." So I think that's his intention, and I believe it's a great intention with this album, spreading love. So my involvement in this was pretty interesting. My journey with Courtney goes years back, and I look at Courtney as one of my musical mentors. And I'll share. I think I've shared this story a long time ago. I remember years ago. I must have been 16 years old, and so Courtney is Mr. Big Time in the church community. And so me and my nice humble saxophone playing self, I finished playing a song with actually it was my cousin. And so Courtney's standing in the back, and after everything's done, he comes up and he says, "Hey, you have a nice tone." And then he walked away. And that's where my musical journey with Courtney started. So I bring that story back up to him all the time, and he cracks up. I don't know if Courtney, if you remember that interaction, but
I remember the performance. I remember the composer. I remember. Oh, can I forget, man?
listen. But I've had utmost respect for Courtney, and there's a period of time where I stopped playing. I literally stopped playing the saxophone, and Courtney was one of those people who got me back on the horn because my brain just couldn't shut down the musical noise. My brain spoke in saxophone language, even though I played another instrument. It just couldn't shut off. And so I've gone on a couple trips with him and really kind of saw the musicianship that he had, and it just awakened my own kind of musical thing. And so one of the things that ended up happening, he was like, "Hey," when I picked up the horn again, he was like, "Yo, we got to play together. We have to play together." So we did one concert, and then the pandemic hit, and then he was like dreaming up, hey, bringing up all the sax players out of the woodworks. He's trying to bring that dream to fruition. And then this project came up, and he was like, "Hey, we have to do a tune together." And we've failed at doing it a couple times, but we were successful in making it happen. But it seemed like my role in this kind of took a little different turn. Like Mark was saying, 5 o'clock in the morning. Why is Courtney up so early? 3 o'clock in the morning. Courtney cannot sleep. But he's thinking, when those ideas are awakened at, you can't sleep because the brain just won't shut off. And I had to kind of say, all right, I think I know this. I think I know this area. So I felt like my role with Courtney was two things. because he already had Mark mixing and speaking in his ear and giving him the harsh truths, right? You, we don't need yes people. That's just, what we need is people to give us the harsh reality, the harsh truth, right?
Yes,
And,
yes, yes,
and we
yes.
need the productive,
Yep.
creative, right? And Alex was that guy, man. I mean, just hearing this from the track. I'll just say this from the track. Just bare bones. Like when you don't have a bass and a guitar and a drummer, and you just hear the raw track, you could hear like where it's coming from. Like I've heard Sam's stuff as well. Like where this is gonna go. And Alex brought that. Oh, and I'm like, I said, Courtney, you sure you want Alex to produce this for you? And me and my jealous self in the background. No. Alex is an amazing musician.
Thank you
And
so
so
much. Thank you so
bringing
much.
the ideas to life, man. So Courtney, so for me, because he did that, I know Courtney, right? Courtney wants to push the envelope,
Mhm.
but the longer you sit in the studio, you get that fatigue. That fatigue sets in. So you need somebody else to bounce stuff off. So Courtney would send things, and so by later on in the day,
Hey, Kerry, thank you. Thank you, Kerry.
yeah, but later on in the day, we'd
Hold
send.
on, hold on.
Yeah,
Kerry,
who's
have
Kerry?
you liked and subscribed to my channel and share with 100 of your friends? As a matter of fact, you have a whole lot of people in Jamaica. Please send them and tell them to do that.
Yep.
All right?
Thanks, Barbara.
And she's watching on YouTube, so she doesn't have to go very
Yes.
far.
Yes. And Barbara, please, you want to come on and chat with us too, Barbara? I don't know if you're at work, Yeah, you guys remember Barbara, right? Sax Barb. Yeah.
Yep, that's right, Sax Bar.
Yeah.
And she says Alex is great. I agree.
Thank
We
you,
all
Kerry.
concur, right?
Thank you.
Alex is great. Alex is great. Yeah.
So does she
Yeah.
need the link? We need to send her the link, or she has the link already?
Barbara, are you coming on?
And she says Alex is great with 3 T's. Alex?
Yes.
Wow.
Comes with
boy.
some frosted flakes.
Thanks, man.
Great.
Yes, she needs a link. Barb needs a link.
So somebody need to hook her up with the link. Who has her on?
Yeah,
You know,
I'll send her the link.
all right. Okay. So we're going to see her backstage in a second, and we'll bring her forward. Okay, people. I'm seeing 15 on the thing here. Actually, it's really more. Not all the people that seeing you'll see the numbers come in on my screen, because there'll be numbers registering that I wouldn't see until maybe later on tonight. But please jump in the chat, say hello, say something.
Yeah.
All right.
If you guys see, if I
Carol Knight, she just subscribed. Thank you,
thank
Carol.
you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
If you guys see I look a little distracted, I'm here still sharing with people and persons texting me, and so I'm just trying
Yes,
to.
let them get the.
Oh my daddy and mommy, have you guys subscribed to my channel? Have you shared with your friends over 70? Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Please subscribe, share, and guys, the album is here. I'm excited. Listen, man. My wife would come in. My wife would see patients all day, and my wife doesn't discuss, professionalism. She doesn't discuss anything, but she would have a hard day at work. Sometimes you have a patient that may be gravely ill or something. You could tell. So when she comes home, and you have the kids to take care of, man, I say, Karen, I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now, which sounds bad, right? Or she said, but who am I going to have a conversation with? I say, yeah, but I'm listening. 10 o'clock, 11, and then I'll send Leighton a message. I said, Leighton, take a listen at this one, and then he said, yeah, but I remember when I did He Lives. I thought I did a great job, right? And I recorded it here in Bermuda with with Dwayne. And I was like, yeah, and Alex in his yes self said, yeah, man, that's nice. And then Leighton said, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. He's like, I know you could do better than that. Dude, I was upset. I'm not lying.
I don't think you texted me for 2 days. I don't.
I was upset, man. And I was like, so went back to the drawing board. Hey, Barbara. So,
Hi, Barbara.
Good night, Barbara.
Alex.
What up, Barbara?
So I went back to the drawing board now, and I started listening. And he's like, "Yeah, you need to do so." And So I went back to the
What's
drawing board.
up?
Yeah.
So you humbled yourself and went back in the booth.
And when I came back, he said, "Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about." Because when I started playing flute, I've told this story here before, right? When you're a saxophone major, you have to double on the flute. You're a saxophone, you have to double on flute and clarinet. You may have, sat down watching TV, you see a big band playing, and the guy put on a sax, pick up a flute, put on the flute, pick up a clarinet, and so you have to study that. So my dad gave me a flute, and when I started playing the flute, my head started spinning. I was like, man, this is not nice. I like the sound of the flute, but this is not good. So I went to my professor at Berkeley, and I said, can I do double on clarinet rather than do clarinet, then clarinet rather than clarinet flute, right? And they allowed me to. I said, I can't manage it. So I took the flute to Jamaica and donated the flute to the band at NCU. So one day my dad asked me, so how's the flute going? I said, which flute? I said, the one I gave you. I said, Daddy, I went to Jamaica and I gave it away. And he was very angry. He was upset. I give you my flute. How much years I get my flute? Because right now, if you go into my dad's music library, there are books from the 60s, right? So the dude got his instrument and I gave it away. So anyway, I picked it up. Flute is a beautiful instrument. And I have to give props to people like Ian Hurd and his brother Sean, excuse me, who are amazing flute players, right? But I listen a lot. I like Cuban music. And so, for example, whenever I'm flying through Miami, back in the days when all these stores used to sell CDs, there's a store in Miami that I would always go to. So like on my way back to Jamaica and stuff, I had to purchase a couple of Cuban musicians' albums, right? So I'm constantly listening to that kind of music. So when I threw that idea to Alex about He Lives, and just to hear it start developing over the years, because we started working on it like before COVID, right? I think just before COVID.
Right.
And started developing. I went to Jamaica and I did live drums, bass, and Alex says, yeah, we need a different bass. It's nice, but we need like a Latin person. And I was like, okay. So then I reached out to my friend Diane in Cuba. I said, listen, I need a Cuban percussionist. I need a bass player. And then it went from percussion to bass to live strings, but it's just an awesome journey, man. So I keep throwing everything at
developing.
Yeah, just throwing things at Leighton,
Yeah.
throwing things at Mark. Who else I had listening? Alex.
You threw anything at Barb?
No, but I sent a couple things to you.
Only ideas.
Yeah, and I think my friend Nello.
So before we run away, since the Barb came on, we didn't really give her a good night. We were kind of in the middle of a story. So Barb, we apologize. We are so sorry.
Fine.
We didn't mean to be so taken up in the story, but it was so interesting.
No, it's not my night. It's not my night.
We understand. But a queen has entered into the room, so we have to.
That's right.
And make sure that we know that the queen is here. So we want to welcome you. And but Courtney, I want to find out: did you ever go back to get your dad's flute to get?
How could you take back a present?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it a present if it's already given as a present?
It's another story.
Anyway.
I'm sure he's pleased that I actually got a flute and I'm playing.
All right, okay. Yeah. So maybe we need to just buy your dad a flute for his 80th birthday. And I think that would probably be a good. He'll probably be happy to have a new flute that he can break into the flute.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So Fadlin, just pull up,
Sound like a plan.
buy the man a flute, man.
Daddy retired now. He's not managing the flute. It's all right. He turned 80 yesterday. Big up yourself, Daddy. Hope you're enjoying your 80th.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Here.
Blessings, man.
Papa Jethro.
Yes.
Today is his dad's birthday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Friday was mine.
Oh yeah, man, I forget about that. Big up yourself, Carrie. Yes.
You see?
Happy 32nd, Barbara.
I wish.
And I have to shout out happy belated to my friends Renelle Harina Ryan, who was the first as well.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 28th was, thank you, Ali McKay. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah, bring out
friend,
the champagne, guys. You should have some champagne,
my friend Arnesia Williams Heard, hers was on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
tomorrow, my sister, Dr. Victoria Michaels.
Right.
Happy birthday, Dr. Michaels. We
That's right.
love you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
So all the birthday people, big up yourself. Happy
All
birthdays.
right, all right.
3 of my kids were born in December, so yeah,
Ah,
coming up.
you're giving yourself away there, man.
Yeah, it's
You
all
like to
right.
have activities at a certain time of the year.
Karabo Sende Shanda.
Are you talking in tongues now?
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah, man.
this is a quiet group tonight, boy. This, we need to be yapping some more, guys. I don't
Well,
know.
I'm talking, man. You see, I had to drink
Yeah.
water, man. My daughter had to give me
I
water.
don't
My
know.
So let's get
throat.
back to the let's get back to the album, man. This is spread love, spread
Yeah,
love,
yeah,
spread
yeah.
love.
Yeah,
Well,
um,
listen. So let me put a plug here. So, oh, happy. You mean tomorrow,
yeah.
Claudia?
It
Tomorrow.
looks good.
Happy
Happy
birthday, this
birthday, Claudia.
my
All
one of
right.
my biggest fans, Claudia. Thank you for coming
Oh,
on
she's one
board.
of your
I know
biggest
you're
fans?
up late for you.
Oh,
Happy
we need to bring her.
birthday.
Let's bring her up again.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Claudia.
Happy birthday.
All
Oh
right.
wow. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
All right.
So guys, you gotta get this CD. You gotta get this CD. Wait, you know when I know it's a nice album?
Mm.
When my two younger kids uh keep vibing to it, and then when I talk to Leighton's daughter, one of his daughters, I don't know if both, but one for sure.
One for
Really,
sure, yeah.
both of them like the music. And my flute buddy, I call his wife my flute buddy. We're supposed to be playing flute duets for the past 7 years, and she just keep letting me down every minute. So, but when they say they like the stuff, I was like, hey man, when you get young people like you in music, because you got to keep fresh, and I want to keep motivating musicians and people in the whole, man. But oftentimes musicians, we get frustrated, we get beat up, especially those of us who in the church. Uh, oh yes, yes, yes. I'll do that just now. Ali McKay just stepped out. Yeah, but yeah, man. Sometimes you get beat up, but I keep, tears come to my eyes. Thank you, Hervey. I'm looking forward to coming Arizona. I'm looking forward to coming Arizona, Hervey. Let's talk about that. All right, I'm gonna call you after this program. You remember Hervey from Massachusetts? Hervey Jean Baptiste? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Hi,
yeah.
Hervey. I don't know if I know him. I know a couple of Herveys. So
Yeah.
You know a lot of Haitians, so you know Hervey.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn, they walk up to me and start talking Patois and French, and I'll be like, yeah, we.
Are you Hervey? Yeah, Hervey. Hervey, I have to. Hervey is a supporter of music. Is one of those guys in church that continue to. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Daddy. I don't know if you see that. Claudia said you look great for 80.
All right,
Yeah,
all
Hervey
right.
is healing everybody. Yeah.
Thank everyone for the
Um,
love. All right, guys. So what we could do, which song would you like to feature? We could play a little snippet. We've been kind of, just
why not
talking
try On Christ with the vocals?
on Christ.
On Christ, and I go tell you a little story about that.
Yeah, tell
We
us.
had about Mark keep asking how many songs are you recording, because we started this project before, and I dumped a bunch of songs, and this album went, I think, 90% originals, and so when the album was basically completed, when we finished recording and in the process of still mixing, the Holy Spirit says, why don't you record On Christ?
Mm.
On Christ, the solid rock I stand. So I called Alex. I said, Alex, just work on something and send it to me. And by the next day, Alex sent an arrangement. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. And I said, it would be so good. I said, this would be so good to add like a kind of Take 6 vibe to it. So I reached out to Joey, and Joey said, sure, here's Mark's number. reached out to Mark, but we didn't get a connect. And then I remember Edward Smith from New Jersey. He had his group. I'm not sure what the group's name, from New Jersey, from Church of the Oranges, and they sound pretty good because since Take Six Man Adventist, there's been a bunch of sextets and what else, quartets and all kind of thing, and sounding great. And I knew that he was capable of doing it, so I sent it to him, and he said, "Man, I wish that I had it before you put your sax in it." I said, "Whatever you do, I'll be fine." So he had one of his friends, and they did it, and man, it's sweet. So you could play on Christ. You could play a little bit of that.
All right. So on Christ.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you so much, man.
Good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Sweet.
Listen, Courtney, man. There's just some music that you get immersed in a meditative state with it, you know, and I like when like familiar tunes are played, especially instrumental music, and it's like it takes the words that you know to that higher state, and if somebody's interpreting it as Courtney and the group interpreted it, you're good, man. You are so good. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Alex, man, Alex is great.
Hey,
I just want to like and subscribe.
thank you so much,
So
man.
let me understand this straight. You just reached out to Alex and say you'll do a thing, and the next day he come up with that.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Listen, oh my goodness.
Glory to God.
Oh
Glory
my
be to
goodness.
God. All the men holding
Amen.
it down. Men
In
holding it down.
Jamaica, them
Amen.
say in Jamaica we say in the normal.
That's right.
Oh
That's
boy.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Amazing work, man. Amazing work.
Thank you
So,
so much.
yeah, you got some comments while the music was playing, So, what is nice about this situation is that because it's not up on Apple and Spotify and YouTube and all of that, you're not going to get flagged. Isn't that sweet?
I hear you.
So, so with that
Multitask.
said, we want folks to know that you're not going to run an Apple Music and all of that to stream this. CDs are available, and if you want to get the download, it's now available on Bandcamp. The price on Bandcamp and on the website. If you go to the website, look for the menu button that says "Spread Love." I will take you there. There's a little pay button that you do. So you do the purchase there. Give Courtney about. Oh yeah, so let's put the screen on Courtney there for a second. Oops, no, that's not. Hold on. I think I messed up the thing there. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I messed up the thing. Uh, how are we doing it? I think. Oh, we got to do it so.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up to the screen there, man. Bring it up to the screen. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Yeah, let them know it real, man. It
Nice.
real, it real, it real.
Yes.
That's right. It's a real
Great.
situation there, people. So we have to I don't want to say train our audience, but we want to encourage our audience that many of us are actually going back to the CD format and the downloading format because since the streaming thing, I think
Thank you, Claudia.
all I could have done was probably buy some tokens in New York. I mean, the kind of streams,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The kind of streams you need these days to get a cup of coffee, my goodness. I mean, it just kills you. It's sad. And so many of us are going to be going back to, okay, so someone wants to know how is the product delivered digitally?
Bandcamp.
You'll have to go to Bandcamp. I think I had put it in the chat, but now you guys would have to let me know when I put something in the chat. Can people? Does the link work for people in the chat?
I
I
think
wouldn't know from.
they can probably copy and paste it. They can probably
Okay,
copy and paste it.
so folks, if you're not sure, um, okay, I think Mark is ready to come back. Oh no, I guess not. He's not ready to come back yet. Okay. I thought I saw yes. So I thought the yes meant I'm ready to come back. Yes, sorry about that, guys. Here what's happening. I'm multitasking in the back. I'm editing, I'm engineering, I'm pulling up the comments. So just keep your brother in prayer. But I don't know, put something in the chat if you can click on the link for Bandcamp. If it's like a URL and you can click on it, let us know. If not, we'll do. We'll probably have to travel to the different where it's streaming right now and just put the link in there so people can go and purchase the download and so on. Yeah.
I
So
would
how is everyone doing?
I would
Courtney?
like
Okay,
I would
go ahead.
like I would like right not beating up on people, right? I have a lot of fans here. You're fans, that's why you're here. And I want to challenge you guys this evening to help me sell my first 500 CDs before the holidays. I don't think that's a whole lot to ask. And the CDs are $20. Versus from the late 80s, we've been selling CDs at $15, while the industry was selling for 25 and 27 and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then people continue to say, "Oh, but people don't buy CDs." It's like, listen, as you said, we're going back to CDs, and
Yeah, many of us are, yeah.
these are to keep, right? Downloads, you could lose that. Your CD, it's a nice picture. Dr. Mark Henry took this picture, right? You open up, the family's in there. You can read the credits there, put on your glasses. And so I'm going to challenge you guys. It's the holidays. Buy $100 worth of CDs.
Tangible.
Can you help me reach,
1,000.
right?
You say 500 or 1,000? I said 1,000, but okay.
All right. And it's not difficult to do. Guys, listen.
Receive it.
Right. I've been doing this thing for many years, and I could tell you, like, I kind of get a little discouraged this evening, and I could be honest, right? I told my wife, I said, I've mentioned it a couple of times. I said, I think I think it's more like a curse to be a Christian artist, because, what I detest is when people keep telling me, man, you're blessing. Hey, D, my sister Dion. But it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating doing this, and I have to thank people like Leighton, who has been there for me in struggles, and we keep each other in prayers, right? And man, you need brotherhood. You need brotherhood in life, right? And as Leighton said earlier, that I always talk about spreading love and just the things what people go through. When you meet people like Alex, I'm just praying for something to open up for Alex as well. We started our own production. It's called Be the Music, and Be the Music Production, and Lisa Davis designed did the artwork on that.
The logo.
The logo.
Yeah.
And so we just want to encourage people. Oh, yeah. I just want people to just jump on board and support us, man. I asked the question. I asked it a couple of times to musicians, Christian musicians. I was like, back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, people used to go to concerts, right? And as a kid, I said, what percentage you think are now in the graveyard? And they stop and think for a minute. I said, I'm sure not half. But I think because the music went a different way and people not enjoying concerts, right? Yesterday we celebrated with my friend Ernie Lowen and Simona Mills. We were there, and I was like, Simona, you remember back in the 90s, man, New York? I used to be in New York every weekend. There's a concert, like 2, 3, 4, 5 on Saturday nights, and you had to choose.
We
I'm
were
gonna
bubbling.
Listen, man, there was always a concert, and
Yeah.
now I don't know how many. Someone's like, we can get back to that, and that's what I'm asking you guys. Hey, like I started out this tour, I'm heading back to Guyana. Some people said, "Oh, there's a war in Guyana." I'm going back.
There's
going
no
to
war in
Linden.
Guyana.
No. I'm going to.
No.
Hey, man, what did
Jump here. He says those days are over, bro.
which oh man, man. I remember you're a choir, man. But we could still bring back. Hey, Mommy V, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's right. All this love coming in
Listen,
tonight, man.
look,
Lots of love.
Vivi,
Lots of
I
love.
have to big up Vivin Diacoro, who is one of my
Ah,
moms, right?
Asel. Okay.
Yes, Asel,
Good night, Asel. Shout out to Asel, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
I have to shout out
Glory,
Okay,
glory,
Mary.
glory,
All right.
glory. All right.
Thank you, Mary. Mama V, I remember I joined the Montego Youth Symphony Orchestra in Montego Bay with Benji Myers, and we would take the train from what's the place down in Kendall? Is Kendall to Montego Bay every weekend, and she
I would
adopted me And because I have an accent, her husband is Nigerian, and because I have an accent, all the Jamaicans said, "Well, that is your true father in truth because you have a funny accent too. He's not Jamaican, so it must be that you're Nigerian as well." But took care of me, man. Opened a bank account for me, took me like her own son, schooled me like she gave birth to me, and I love her dearly. She just said hello. I know she's proud of me, and I took the things that she has taught me to Berklee College of Music. Like I talk about triplets, and she would say triplet. I went to Berklee and I telling guys about triplet, and it's like, how you thought about that? I say it's Mama V, Mama V. 16th notes, Tafa Tefe. Listen, man, those things took me to Berklee, and I was able to share that. So, Mama V, big up yourself. I'm happy that you're here, and love you dearly. Yeah, man.
Blessings, blessings. So, my brother Courtney, I will be the first to encourage you, to continue to encourage you. I'm wearing a T-shirt, and the T-shirt says,
Y'all run things.
"Ja run things, man. Ja is running things."
Yeah,
So, we will say and feel. We'll have feelings. We're
yeah.
human, but the Father up above is watching down, and it going to work, man. It's going to work.
My friend,
It's going to come together, man. It's according to what Alex said, everything is going to fall into place. That's right, man. It's going to fall into place. So I'll be the one of those just put that encouragement out there to you. And I thought I was gonna get some champagne, but I have a raisin date and walnut Quaker oats here. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
so funny thing. So the other day, I was traveling on the road. I rented a car to go to New York, and I rented a premium car, which is not a normal thing, right, for me. But got a premium car, and what sat in the dashboard was a CD player right at the top.
a
So it's just a
brand new,
reminder, CDs,
a brand new vehicle.
brand spanking new
Yeah,
vehicle, because people still
Mm,
like the option of having to
right.
be play their CDs. So it's just something just to remind it they're not irrelevant. And you're right, Courtney. People like to merch. People want something physical, right? And some people will
hmm.
come up to the table and say, "Well, I don't have a CD player," but the quality for me is just very different.
Yeah,
Like when I
it
play
is.
the CD and when I play from my phone or play, stream stuff, there's a different experience that I have in my vehicle, man. So uh, I still like my CDs, and I think many people do. So continue to push it
I mean,
for the people and for the artist.
I had a conversation before I did this with the manufacturer, and he told the person, excuse me, um, he said to me that CD, the demand for CD printing has gone way up because people are
Hmm.
going
Hmm.
back, and as Sam said, streaming, even downloads, man. And I tell people,
You just mute yourself, Fadlin. You just mute.
oh, sorry, when you download one track, I was like,
Hmm.
I like to listen to an album. And when you get this album, every single track on this is nice. So you're not going to skip to the next one. You might replay it, then put the one on repeat, but you're not going to skip and say you don't like this. And this is a beautiful album. So, um, yeah, so I have to just jump back to that, man. So, people, please
Hmm.
like and subscribe on my channel.
That's right. That's right.
Share with 20 of your friends. Some of you have a whole heap of friends. All right. So I'm just asking for 20. And if that 20, can you imagine if that 20 share with 20 or 100, it's going to go up. And don't be like my friend Mark in Guyana. Mark, I'm calling you out. Yes. Who said, yeah, man, I'm going to do it. Right. And
Yeah,
I got to
Mark
keep
looking at
pushing
you.
you.
I said,
And
it's not me because I already subscribed from a long time ago. So it's not this Mark.
and as a matter of fact, I know several individuals. I said, have you subscribed to my chat? I haven't gotten around to it. I said, but I sent out to you 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, I haven't gotten around
Mm,
to it. It doesn't take that long, right? So, guys,
yeah.
please subscribe to the channel. I'm challenging you. 5 CDs, $20. And this time around, initially, we're not going to charge you for the shipping. I'm going to take care of the shipping.
Ooh, that's a
After
nice deal.
this, so
Oh yeah.
after this, you'd have to pay at least $5 for shipping, right? So, um, Thank you, Leroy. Thank you. So it's $20 for the CD, and I'll put in the shipping for now. So let's take 5 CDs from me. Take 10. Take 20. Christmas is around the corner.
Absolutely.
Right? It's a beautiful
right.
album. It's not because it's my album, but I could tell you, it's a
And talk
beautiful
about the
album.
thing, man. Talk
Right?
about the thing, brave
It's a
man.
beautiful album.
Good luck
Let's
on
let's
Shane
play
and
another
Tim.
track. Let's play another track. You got another track? Listen, people have to.
What's one of your favorites?
Oh, mine, Sonrisa.
We played that already. You want to play it again? All
Play
right.
that again.
We have played. Oh, no, that was. They would. The audience would know that we played it. That was
in the beginning.
background.
Oh, in the beginning.
Yeah, it was at the very top. Was at the
Sonrisa.
top of the show.
Sonrisa.
So let me let you all know.
Hold on. So we gotta set up. Okay, go ahead. What you saying?
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I also have your video, so we can
Okay.
rock the video at some point.
Okay.
The
All right.
one you did in Cuba.
So
there.
I'll give Leighton the opportunity to introduce
Sonrisa.
Sonrisa. Yeah.
Sonrisa.
Sounds like a young lady. Yeah.
Sonrisa. Sonrisa is Spanish. It's for smile. Yeah. Exactly what you're doing.
A young lady
And
that
so
smiles.
when Courtney actually brought this track up, he talked about a young lady who he wanted to sing this track, because it kind of went into the whole idea of, if people would just smile at each other, then it would create that reaction for the next person to smile. Just another way of spreading love. And I just loved every bit of that. So Courtney one day decides, hey, I don't know if it was 3 a.m. Sorry, but he was having one of his meditative moments. And so he says, hey, I need your help. He asked your wife, my wife is from Panama. So he wanted her to translate. And so in my risque self, I decided, I'm gonna do that myself. I saw these lyrics. It just says smile. You smile, I smile. It's pretty simple. So, but he said he wanted me to do the vocal arrangement, which was pretty simple. But just the track alone, just hearing from the melody to the rhythms, I mean, it just transports you right into a Latin place. But it gives that idea of just simple, a smooth, cool walking down the street and just smiling at people. So hopefully this it's nothing, and it's the simplest way of spreading God's love, right? If God is in your heart, you should be smiling. No matter your trials, no matter what, you should be smiling. So that's it.
I introduced it in Guyana last week, and my cousin did the vocals, and people really digged it, man. People digged it. So I made reference to one of my friends in Guyana who is a politician, Mrs. Kathy Hughes. I said, hey, when you look at Kathy and she's smiling, and she's always pleasant when she smiles, you have no other choice but just to smile back, So, but Alex, man, Alex did a great job. I said, when Alex sent the track, and I did the melody, and then I put the little lyrics there. I said, all right, call Leighton to translate. I said, I want Diana to sing it. And then I said, oh, but we need real Cubans in this, so send the track to Alejandro in Cuba. Alejandro did the percussion, and what's his name on the bass, and we did the strings, and this is a result of it, man. So Sonrisa.
So you're saying that Leighton took the chance to do the translation and didn't pass it by his wife?
Oh no, I did. Let me be clear. Nothing leaves my house without being cleared by my wife. So she cleared it, so we're good. Yeah. Let's be clear.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure that you're okay. Great. So,
and just to be clear, don't run things by Google. You will be sure to get things wrong. So just be clear. Talk to somebody who's authentically from the country.
Well, I sent it to Leighton because I know he speaks a little Spanish.
Right.
And he's a musician. He's a singer. So I know that he would be the best person. He would be the best person to place it. And I give him the idea what I want. And hey, I love it.
All right.
Everybody should be singing Sonrisa.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Love it, man. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing snippets, right?
You got lost in the music again, Sam. Got lost.
That giving them more guys. Listen, awesome album. And everyone that was involved or was and is, like same thing for Mark. Mark's wife. Mark said, "Yeah, Keenan loved this one here. This is her favorite track," and so everybody just vibe to this project. When you see so many persons just loving it, man, it's like, you know what? Tears came to mind quite a few times, and I shared with Leighton that as much as sometimes I got kind of low, that I have seen and I heard God keep telling me, Courtney, you have been on this journey for umpteen years, and this is your time. This is your time. When I listen to this stuff, man, even when Spread Love, when Alex, Alex would always shoot the idea, send it, say, here's an idea, and then I'll sit on it for maybe a couple weeks, and I'll sing the little lyrics here and there, and I was like, yeah, and then I was like, yeah, this sounds like it could be Spread Love, and and that's how it went, man. And I sat with these songs for months and months and months. We had been on this project for a few years, guys, and so I'm grateful. Thank you, Luana. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, man, I cried several times, man. And you know what's amazing? My 6-year-old son said to me on Spread Love. Is this Spread Love? One of the songs, he said, Daddy, you have to mention God at least once. I was like, wow.
He's prophesying.
Wow.
He's prophesying.
He's like,
prophesying.
yeah, man. But the project is, I've done great projects. Sam did which one? The Journey. We spent a lot of time on it, and some great projects I've had. But I feel something special about this one. I feel encouraged to push, because we have never had a release and to sit down in this manner and talk about it. And when Sam asked me if I'm going to be playing, I was like, nah, man, it's not time to play. It's time to sell music. And so, guys, here again, here's the album. You have 13 tracks. Yeah, man, we could do some more listening. We could we could listen to a bit of
Track 8, man, Peace. That's my favorite. Track 8,
right.
Peace.
All right.
And a little background on Peace. We kind of vacillated a little bit, Courtney, on the name of that song. You remember? Alex, you remember? So that was some of our late night conversations where we're trying to get Courtney to help to change the name of the song. And Courtney wasn't budging. So the alternate name for that song was Stay. And both my wife and my youngest son loved the name Stay for that album. And or that album, that particular song.
Yeah.
And Alex and I were trying to see if we could get Courtney to change it to Stay, but Courtney's like, no, man, Peace. Peace is the name.
Yeah,
Peace is the name.
It just sounds like it, and we have John Williams, Master John Williams in Jamaica. So I would listen to this stuff, and then I'll say, Alex, you see right here, so it need a violin, And then Alex, yeah, man, that nice. Let me call John. So that's how we recorded this project, and I was like, Alex, I think right here, so, and like which we didn't mention before when they on Christ, Mark did the cello, so Mark is sitting there.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
And Mark says, yeah, this could take cello, because one of the and then I don't know if Mark knew this, but I love cello. When I was at Berkeley, even after I left Berkeley, myself and Uncle Ivor London to go to Boston. We went to Boston a couple of times and listened to recitals. Go to Boston Conservatory, which is now Berkeley, Boston Conservatory. And I just like listening to saxophone, violin, piano, and cello.
Mhm.
I love cello to the point where I went to England on tour one year and I brought back a whole bunch of cello music. I gave to April Roach, I gave to Brother Roach, her dad. So I say if it's one instrument, one string instrument that I would love to play is the cello. It's so beautiful. Anyway, peace.
Peace.
John Williams featuring John Williams. Yeah.
My favorite track. My favorite.
Don't bite the shirt. Don't bite the shirt. Killer, give me this funny shirt.
My goodness. My goodness.
Yeah, this was my jam. When I was mixing this one, this was my jam. I was
So you
turning
must have
up
spent a little extra time on this, Mark.
just a smidgen, just a little bit more tweaking and listening. It's just a smidgen more.
So I gotta
Let's
say
hear them.
something about this. So Mark mentioned something, and there's been a theme that's been running through this conversation about children, and so just the fact that we've all had our children listening to this project, two things are happening. We're sharing across generation. We're looking at as many albums and as long as Courtney has been around. We're
Thanks,
looking for
Andrew.
the idea of relevance and connection. We're also teaching the air, so it's crazy because what's funny is my children who are now 20 and 17, almost 21 and 17. It's crazy. But uh, I used to put my children to bed on the Journey album, right? On the Journey album. And it was at that time that I then started playing. And so I used to put my girls to sleep to me even playing the saxophone loudly at night, and they slept. It was crazy.
Mm.
But it's the influence of what happens with music. I mean, there's literal neural transformation that's happening with the complexity of the music that you're playing. The funny thing is that the feedback as they get older, Courtney's now reaping the benefits of my daughters because Sonrisa, I literally played it before saying anything, and my youngest daughter was like, "Who's that?" She says, "I like this song," like right off the bat. No, nothing. Is this mixed? Is it not? The song hit her, and like if your music is hitting the generation after you, like you have something, right? You really know you have something. So I just wanted to bring that up. Mark said his son, right? It- and then Courtney talks about his children, man. That's the beauty of music, man. You know when your ministry is like and the education or whatever you call it, man. It's just infusing itself across generations. You know you have something. So this is a good song, man. This is a
Praise
great
God.
song.
Praise God.
Amen, amen, and amen again.
And guys, we have to keep plugging. Help me to get these CDs out. I have a bunch of them, hundreds upon hundreds of CDs. We have downloads. We have thumb drives. We ain't streaming right now. And as Sam said, we don't get any money from stream. Even when you get, when Apple and all of these guys do your music, and you have I live right by the Atlantic Ocean, and you have a spreadsheet from here to the Atlantic Ocean. When you count up 5 cents, penny, 2 pennies, I'm telling people, like, really? I said, yes, I'm telling you the truth. So they, and I said, by the time I said, oh, I have $45. you know,
Well,
um,
well, the just truth be told, vinyl in the last 4 or 5 years have gone
Right
through
on.
the roof,
Yeah.
and the last time I ordered CDs might have been that's when it was probably the lowest at its lowest price. Right now, CDs are just ridiculous. It's just going right back to what it was because I think pretty much most of the artists that have been pretty much checking out this streaming thing, with the body of work that they have there, it's just not really, you just make more money selling your CDs and
Yeah.
with the downloads.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just working for the who's who, and they're complaining too. So if they're complaining and they're getting, zillions of streams, just imagine, what it's doing for folks like us that have like, maybe an audience of maybe 4,000 people as an audience, or maybe 5,000 people. It's just better to just sell them a CD and get the download and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And maybe a year later, put it up on put it up on Spotify or something. But I'm pretty much going to use that model going forward because it really doesn't make any sense to what it was compared to when I sold CDs. It was a totally different thing to what it is. It's like literally barely anything,
yeah.
you know. So
I feel like we're at a catch 22 because I really Courtney and I had a he- pretty stiff discussion to the point
intense.
where
It was
it was
intense.
intense because I'm like, I feel like the last message I left him, I said, Courtney, I think you're missing an opportunity. Courtney didn't respond to me. He didn't respond, but I understood because the market is just messed up.
And
It's so messed up. It's saturated for the little guy, and I think I think more than anything, the request of people, a lot of people who we talk about in certain generations, I'll say to them, "Hey, yeah, my
Mhm.
music is online," and they look at me like a deer in the headlights. Okay, so they enjoy people enjoy the beautiful music that Courtney has been bringing over the years. So I just encourage people not only to like and subscribe, but really buy buy the CD, play it in your car, play it in your home. And
Yes,
Courtney's going to
Clyde.
put out vinyl at some point in time.
Yeah.
So
You
for
know,
the up and coming rappers
yeah,
who want to
yeah.
scratch. So you see.
Mark and I
Thanks,
talk.
Clyde.
Mark and I was discussing with Mark about me getting some vinyl, right? But you can't get a certain the minimum. You got to get a whole lot of money the minimum is really pricey. I was like, yeah, maybe I could try maybe about a 10 or 20. You can't do
Mm-mm.
10 or 20,
Nope.
Yeah.
and it's
10
not
or
it's not
20.
cheap.
It's not cheap.
Unless you're
It's
gonna
not
unless you're gonna duck plate, yeah.
Hey, check out Clyde. Check out Clyde's comments. Put up Clyde's comments, Sam.
We put it back up.
You can't get an
Yeah,
autograph.
right,
I
right.
mean, that's just what it is.
And
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
so here it is, right? It's been my dream. I've
Shout
talked
out to
about it.
Clyde.
Hey, Kiko. We have talked about it. I've been talking about it for years, and then we had that opportunity online to do the concerts. But it's always been my dream to go on the road doing the collaboration. And so here it is. I'm going to be in Guyana next week. I was just in Guyana last week. I'm back home. Going to Guyana this coming week for a concert starting in Linden, Guyana on the 19th with the Spread Love
GT
Tour.
Massive.
I have my friend Samuel Vivian from Italy going to be in Guyana with me. So Guyana, share this, and also if you're a guitar enthusiast or you're a guitar player, you want to learn. Samuel is going to be doing some workshops there, guitar workshop, and I have Kay Allen from Trinidad going to be there, and
Shout out to Kay. Amazing
Darren
vocalist. Yeah.
Darren from St. Vincent. Um, so it's gonna be an awesome time. And then on the who is this? On the 10th of December, also we're gonna be in Berbice, Plantation Ross Village. I know West Berbice would have never experienced anything like this. It's gonna be coming alive next Sunday. Um, awesome time, spread love concert, and if you guys are interested in having us, wherever, what country, state that you're in, I know Harvey wants me to come to Arizona, talk to my friends in Quebec. Supposed to be going to Trinidad, supposed to be going to Jamaica, and so guys, wherever you are, I have two passports. Yes, 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 Darren. So
Two
that's
passports.
Darren Andrews from St. Vincent. Um, so hey man, just call me up, man. Just call me up. Don't be afraid and listen to others who say he's expensive, you know.
Listen. People will pay for what if they want something quality. They'll pay for it. Not everybody. People will complain, but there are people who really value the music, and I think this is number 9 album. This is number 9,
Nine,
Courtney.
nine.
I for me, I believe he can. Every album, he continues to stretch himself, and the fact that he got mad at me to be able to redo something, that's because I want him to continue. Everybody wants to see like what else he's going to bring to the
Mm-hmm.
table, and I think this album does that. You heard
Mm-hmm.
Peace, you heard Sonrisa,
Sonrisa.
I mean, and yet you can still hear as much as he stretches himself and he grows, yet there's still his signature, his tone
That's
and
important.
his heart. Like you feel who he is, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think there's some like I every time I always hear the influence of each person. I'm like I wonder who influences certain people. And there's a little Grover in Courtney where he sits behind the beat just slightly, right? Grover, you hear Grover's stuff. Like he kind of sits behind the beat. It's like this laid back inference of the groove, and he just
Mm.
kind of like gets it. And it's like a I don't want to say it's funk, but there's something about like this rawness. It's not metered in the same way like all the quantized stuff. Like Courtney sits a little bit behind it, and it's like this. It's the smoothness of Courtney's character, right? But it's also like that intentional uh, thing that he wants to relate, and I think he gets that. And then on the up tempo stuff, you know, like the reggae stuff, man. I mean, that's just like at the heart. Again, Courtney has his signature laid all over that, man, and
Thank you.
it's beautiful. Again, I think another level, and it's not just him. Mark, multiple continents, like Courtney is traveled, so why not use the travelers? It's beautiful music, man.
Yeah.
Like and
Appreciate it.
subscribe, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Smash that button.
Are
That's
we at a
right. That's
thousand? Are we at a thousand?
we'll see. But what we can do, we can actually put the video up, let the video run, and let the folks see how much fun you had in Cuba.
In Havana. And
And
I must say,
go-
Darren Andrews, it's interesting. Darren went to Edna Manley at when I was teaching there, and so I saw Diana being a friend of his, and that's how I made a connection with the guys in Cuba. And then I was there. I performed at the jazz festival last year, and did the video. It was an awesome experience, man. As we so they need to go back now to the interview to see what we talked about Cuba. So, all right.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I want to just take a quick moment and shout out Clyde Birmingham, amazing guitarist, extraordinaire composer, friend of us for many moons. We just want to shout him out. He's been giving us some gems in the comments. Good to see you still
And
around and knocking it together.
yeah, and
Shout out to you, Clyde.
I must say, Clyde was one of those persons too that has pushed me over the years, and he's like, "You sound just as good as these guys. You just need to do this. You need to do that." So Clyde, he has always encouraged me, man. And I must big up Benji Myers, right? I
Ah,
remember
yes. Shout out
my
to Benji.
first experience getting to improvise was going and hanging out in Montego Bay at the then Jack Tar Hotel with Benji Myers being the band manager, and I would learn Maputo and all those songs. And I remember these guys used to laugh at me, the tourists, when the tourists come in, and they would say, "Yes, we'd like to invite our friend Courtney Fadlin all the way from Botswana." and they said he came on a boat and the boat left him. And so whenever I'm there and the new tourists come in, man, and I'm jamming on the band, and it's like the same way the guys introduce me, and people come and say, "I'm sorry that your boat left you." So yeah, man. But Benji is always, that's how I get exposed to listening to Spyro Gyra and Yellow Jackets and those guys, because Benji was ahead of the game listening to those. So you get a little rub off of the cassette. You remember those days where you have the cassette and you have your pencil trying to wheel it back? Those were painful days, man. Painful days. So I thank you guys, everyone who has really contributed, my family, my wife and kids, and my parents, and you, my brothers, who have really, set the path, molded me, and give me all the tips, man. And it's good to have another sax player who is at a high level.
You looking
to
around?
and to tell you, hey man, I like what you're doing, and we bounce off ideas, we bounce off, hey, how you feel about this, man? Hey, thank you, Darren, thank you, man, thank you so much.
So I'm hearing somebody
Yes, I'm
eating
looking
in the
forward to it.
background there, like that food tasting real good. They're scraping that plate, whoever it is.
I don't know, my family
Enjoy,
just got home, so they were
enjoy
out.
that food, whoever
Yeah,
you are. Getting me hungry over here.
yeah.
I only hear clang clang.
I cooked earlier.
Oh, it's you.
I
All
cooked
right.
earlier. Yeah, I cooked earlier. My wife said the food is good, So yeah,
That's
man.
right.
But
Glory.
thank
You
all
cook
of
it
you
with love.
guys. Yeah.
You cook, yeah, all right.
Another
Let
person.
me,
Hold on, before you go, another person I got to big up, and my friend Nathan Lewis out in California. We went to Cal. You remember Nathan? Cal Baptist. Nathan he was sick for like 2 months, man, and I'm happy that he's alive and well. Had surgery. And brother, keep praying for your strength. And he was one of those guys too. I would send stuff to. I said, Nathan, listen to this. He said, brother, you're onto something, I say, you're bad, brother. Brother. So yo, Nathan, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. So I just had a group of people just listening. My wife didn't have much time to hey Andrine, thank you. she didn't have much time to listen to my music. But the kids, every time I'm dropping them to school in the morning, so Alima K, Caleb, I thank you. So we could run that. We could run the He Lives.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
old song. I like to sing it. I serve a risen Savior. So I remember doing this thing in Cuba, man, and the guys heard the track when they heard the original. They said, "This is where it's coming from." So yes, roll it, roll the
That's
video,
right.
man. He
That's right.
lives, he lives, he lives.
Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was so amazing. So, guys, I think we want to just do our quick closing remarks. Let's bring the doctor back on, and it well. Let me just say for Musilog and the Musilog family, we were honored to be able to do this live. Could you imagine we can go live today? Technology has afforded us so many useful tools
Yeah.
in the digital world. We can do something like NBC, right?
Yeah.
Big production. We want to thank everyone. And obviously this can be shared because folks can replay it again and replay it again, listen to the conversation. But let's do the closing remarks, and we're going to call it a night.
And we could go out and we could go out on the title track because we didn't, we could play a little bit
The
of the
spread
title
love.
track. Yeah,
Okay.
spread love. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Thank you to everyone again. Thank you, my brothers. Hey, Colin, love you, man. Colin, all the way from LA. Thank you, Don Corey. Are you gonna come on?
Whoa,
Are
what's
you
up,
gonna come?
Don?
Are you gonna come on? Are you gonna come on and show your face? Let me know because I sent you the invite to come on backstage. Are you gonna come on and talk? So Don Corey, great singer, brother.
Shout out to Don
Um,
Corey.
yeah, Don is on the album as well. Man, we got loads of people. Don
Mm.
Corey, Washington. We got Seventh Element. We got John Stoddard. Who else we have?
Shout out to John Stoddard, Seventh Element,
Conrad Roach. You know,
Conrad.
and all the folks in Cuba, Alejandro and his team, Diana, uh,
Hopefully
Leighton,
they're tuning in. I don't know.
Leighton Kennedy, uh,
Which one? The Leighton
Samuel.
Kennedy on oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Only
There's no
one.
junior.
Only one.
There's no junior. Only one Leighton Kennedy. Deacon Leighton Kennedy.
Deacon.
Yeah, yeah. So, but thank you guys, man. Thanks to my family for the love and support, to all my friends, my students, and thanking God for life. Um,
Amen, amen, amen.
hey, Devon, thanks, brother. Wagwan. Everything good? Thank you. Um, but guys, again, it's here, live and direct.
Yeah, man.
It's
Let me bring
what
it.
is it? We said about give it about 5 business days to get to you. It's $20 for a CD.
Five to 10. Give yourself some buffer
Five ten
room.
days, okay.
Yeah.
But we are alone this time. For a brief time, we're going to include the shipping and handling in the $20. But it's usually 20 plus shipping and handling. Um, please support this project. We want to get us out a few hundreds. Getting out, Leighton said 1,000. Let's go push it to your friends. You can get 5 CDs. It's only $100. As a matter of fact, get 10 CDs. Right?
So you want to tell them where they're getting it, Fadlin?
It's on the website, right?
Yes, it's on the website.
Yeah.
You
So
can go to
just
the
order it.
website,
You just go to every website, and then if you want to download, you go to what is it now?
Bandcamp,
Bandcamp. The information is there.
bandcamp.com.
Send us any questions you have. Send us an email at bookings@courtneyfadlin.com. And yes, this beautiful picture was taken by Dr. Mark Henry. The man is an engineer. The man is an engineer, a photographer, and all of that. What's he saying? Man, this live presentation that lifted my spirit quite a bit this evening. I didn't even know this was. Yeah, Clyde, I sent you because I want you to come on, man. I'm sorry. I was trying to get you to tell you to come on. You know.
It's still love, Clyde. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We love you still.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So,
It's gonna be all right.
but thanks, man. Thanks, Mark and Leighton and Sam and all the great musicians in Jamaica and
High
Cuba
blessings, man. High
and
blessings.
Turkey. Thank you so much, and my friend Denise Wint, and thank you. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Thank you, thank you. And guys, and for those of you who are in Bermuda, the CDs are available here as well. So, hey, let's go. Support your boy and Sax Barb. Just get your copy. Your disc. Yes, like Leighton said. Leighton said he rented a car recently, and I did share that. That that a lot of cars do have new cars are bringing back CD players. I did mention
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
bringing them
So
back. They're
so I'm
bringing them back
happy
as an
that
option.
you
Absolutely.
you were able to say what you experienced as well. So thank you so much. I don't think I'm leaving anyone out. And Guyana, I'll be there. Linden this weekend, Saturday, and West Coast Barbies on the 10th. Uh, Coming to a city near you, spread love. Montreal, Trinidad, Jamaica, England, you know,
England.
Africa,
Bless up.
wherever, man. We're ready. We're ready. Bookings at CourtneyFadlin.com. We're ready to come and send us send us the request, man. Let me refuse some dates right now. All right? Let me. I was
That's what's
sharing.
up.
I was sharing with my wife that I remember going with Dr. Miles Monroe to Pennsylvania. I sold so much CDs one night and signed autographs that my shoulder hurt for 2 weeks.
That's right. That's right. That's
But that was
we
only
need to
one
But
repeat
that's
time.
what
that.
we want. That's what we want.
We
And
need
I
to
want to
repeat
get
that.
back. I want to get,
Yes.
yeah. I was like, whew. I said, Doc, I said, Papa, I'm signing autographs, I'm selling CDs. And, but it's a
We'll get you
great
a
feeling.
massage for that afterwards. Don't worry. We'll take care of the
Yeah,
massage.
all right. All right. So, people, let me show what I'm trying to say. Just give my shoulders that opportunity to hurt. Right? Spread love. All
Spread
right.
love.
Yeah, spread
Spread
love,
love.
guys. Yeah, man. I
All
don't
right.
know.
So we're gonna call it a night, folks. Make Courtney needs to get to 1,000 subscribers tonight. Um, to get the CD, go to CourtneyFadlin.com. Look for the button, the menu bar button, sorry, that says Spread Love. You're gonna click on that. You can purchase it there. You'll get the CD shipped to you. And for the digital downloads, you go to Bandcamp. Go to bandcamp.com and just type in Courtney Fadlin. It will take you straight to his page. You can purchase the download there. And I want to thank everyone on board. We had to bring back the sax girl back in. Barbie, you had any quick closing comments, just in case? I just want to give you the
Well,
floor for
it's
that.
just awesome. Awesome that we're all spreading love. It's vibrant. I love the Cuban feel and everything. I love the Afro mix. I love everything about it. It's super smooth and super Courtney. Yeah, I love it. Awesome project. And I wish you all the best
Thank
in
you, Auntie.
sales and everything. I wish your shoulders will hurt, Courtney. Yes,
So
in
we're
a
going out
good
with
way.
Spread Love. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm so
man. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Just stay out
Yes.
and spread love, man.
All
Yeah, man.
right.
Spread love.
Enjoy, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Night,
All right.
night.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Show some love. Make we spread love. Change the world.
Arrivata la rato. Recapitola le parte.
Ole, no tanda dele. Akeshe. Female amour. Baila amour. Spread some love. Come together. When spread some love.